Oh, I need to buy a better camera. Okay, so I have no idea if this is like good or not. Okay, I'm terribly short. Okay, so hi, I'm the Little Red Queen. Um, as far as I know, I'm one of very few female Uber drivers. I drive mainly in the LA, Hollywood, Beverly Hills area. Sometimes I get taken out to like Santa Monica area. Every time people see me, they get like, I don't know, I feel kind of like an alien or a unicorn. It's kind of weird, kind of cool. I think it's even weirder because I'm told that the few female drivers that they do have, if they've ever had a female Uber driver, they don't drive past 10 o'clock at night, and I actually enjoy driving at night and only on the weekends. I only recently started driving in the morning on weekdays, and I'm kind of not really liking it. I think I'm gonna go back to only driving at night on the weekends. I don't know if it's because that's more where the money is at, or if it's just funner for me, but it's, I don't know, it's just a whole different atmosphere with people. So I don't know, I think that's just where I'm at right now. So I wanted to start this because there's just, I don't know, there's so many different stories that I wanted to share with people, because when people get in my car, I guess there's just like a lot of questions that people ask me. So I thought, what better thing to do than to share it with people, since it's the most common, you know, questions that get answered or asked of me. So I guess I'll start with the more common ones. I don't look my age. I'm told commonly I get well, when you don't see the tattoos, I've been mistaken for anywhere between 14 to early 20s. I'm 34. I don't know if it's the hair color. I don't know if you can tell because I'm using the webcam off my laptop, but it's bright red. I do have facial piercings. Right now it's the septum, and there's one on my lip. I had the other side, the snake bite, done, but it got rejected. I do have a few tattoos. There's one here, a few on my back. I do have other piercings. They're just not visible. But yeah, so I guess it's just those things that make me look a lot younger than I am, and I probably don't act my age. But oh god, hair in my mouth. Oh, that won't come out. That won't come out. Oh, got it. Okay, so most common questions, because I typically start my nights, well, depending. I usually drive, I start about Thursday nights, and I drive Friday nights, Saturday nights, and depending on what's going on, sometimes I'll drive Sunday nights. And if it's a holiday weekend, sometimes I'll drive Monday nights too, depending. But usually I'll just do Saturday day nights too. Most of the time I'll drive until like 6, 7 in the morning. Like this weekend is Halloween weekend, so I'll probably go all night till like 6, 7, maybe even 8 in the morning, depending on how busy it is. So like I said, it can kind of vary. But okay, yeah, I'm sitting on chips. Hold on. And a sandwich. My bad. But yeah. So it really can vary. The second thing that I get asked a lot is if I'm scared. I have only been in one situation that had me not even like so much terrified, just kind of like, oh my god situation. Like, I wasn't like scared for my life. Like, I didn't feel like I was gonna be raped or anything. I just was unsure of the circumstance. Like, I picked up a guy and he told me he wanted to go to his friend's house to get something. And it's not unusual for people to want to make stops or, you know, anything like that. So I said fine. Took him to his friend's house, which was maybe like 10 minutes away from his house where he said he wanted to go. So I took him there, and he made it very obvious that they were doing a drug deal. And if they were making it that obvious that they were doing a drug deal, in the back of my head I was thinking, okay, if they're doing that, what else would they be capable of? You know, not that I would be raped or anything like that, but, you know, what else would they be capable of doing, you know? So he was trying to convince his friend to get in the car and go with them to his house. So I mean, at any point in time, Uber lets you know that you have the control to tell any passenger, you know, that you're not comfortable continuing the ride. And I would have been within my rights to tell them, you know, to get out of my car, and I would have been able to cancel the ride and go my own separate way. But with seeing a drug deal go on, like I said, I was unsure of, you know, and they were really big guys. I'm 5'1". I weigh 100 and nothing. So, you know, with that being said, you know, and one of them is sitting in the front seat with me, I'm kind of unsure how it would have went. So you know, and the guy whose house they were going to was only a few blocks up, so I'm just like, okay, gonna take them where they want to go, end the ride, and drive like crazy to get away from the situation. And that's what I did. And, you know, usually I'm the type of person, I'll give everybody 5 stars. You know, even if you're not going to talk to me, but I make you. So I immediately like ended, you know, I turned off the app and I reported it because I feel bad for the next driver who's going to get that guy. I don't want to put anybody else in that situation, because no cop ever believes that you don't know that there's drugs in your car. And if I would have gotten pulled over for even something as small as like a California roll, or, you know, anything stupid, like say I didn't know my tail light was out or something, I would have gotten a ticket. I would have went to jail, you know, for his drugs. So, you know, that's kind of dangerous for the next driver who's unwittingly a part of this guy's next drug deal. So I did go ahead and report the guy. But other than that, I mean, I haven't been a part of anything or felt like I've ever been in danger. And that's me driving till like all hours in the morning. I do have people tell me, oh my god, I hope you carry a gun. Yeah, no. Like, you're in California, at which I'm in, you're not allowed to carry concealed weapons without like some kind of like crazy permit that like it's super hard to get a hold of. And like, I mean, even knives, like even if it was like in self-defense, you know, somebody's like trying to hurt you, if I was to carry a gun or a knife and like stab somebody or shoot them, even in self-defense, I'd probably go to jail. Yeah, not willing to do that. I do carry pepper spray, and in situations when guys are acting kind of creepy, I carry it in, there's like a little side panel in my car. I keep it in the open position and right there. So in situations where guys have been acting kind of creepy, they're like, oh yeah, you do want to get a drink with me, you know, and they don't want to get out of my car, I do kind of make a little like sneaky reach for it and stick it under my leg. And there's been instances where I have been like, you know what, just get out of my car. And I felt like maybe I was gonna have to pepper spray them, but when I've been that assertive with them, they're like, okay, and they've gotten out of the car. And I've just locked the door, put the pepper spray back, and I'm like, alright, they got it. But I feel like having pepper spray would give me at least enough of an advantage where I would be able to just spray them, get out of the car, and have enough of, I guess, a chance to get away without hurting anybody, but I would be able to run away and get help. So I don't feel the need to hurt anybody. But I have been thinking of getting at least a decent wattage of a taser. I haven't had anybody throw up, that's another question, in my car. I do keep a decent sized trash can in the back seat of my car. When I do pick up people who are decently drunk, oh, come on. Oh, there we are. Okay, when I do pick up people who are decently drunk, I see them like teetering when I pull up. I let them know that they have two options. I can either cancel the ride and drive off, or I can drive them home with all my windows rolled down and they can sit in the seat with their head in the trash can. And the second I see them take their head out of that trash can, I pull over, ride's over. Because one, it's for their protection, they don't want the $200 cleaning fee, and two, I don't want to have to end my night with the smell of puke in my car. So it's like win-win situation, you know. I have had one girl puke all along the side of the outside of my car, and I felt so bad for her because I guess she moved here from Russia or something. She was here for like 2 years, and she wasn't able to secure like a work visa. She moved here for a boyfriend or something, and she had broken up with him that day. Friends took her out. She ended up getting plastered, and she was crying like the whole way home because her friend got her the Uber. And she was like pouring her heart out to me. I felt so bad for her because she was like financially dependent on this boyfriend, and he dumped her that day. And she had no means of supporting herself. And so I was just like brokenhearted. So like she was trying to hold it together, and right as soon as we pull up in front of her place, she just barfed on the outside of my car, and she was so apologetic. I was like, you know what, it's on the outside of the car, it's fine. So I just went to a 7-Eleven. I should have been prepared for this one, but I wasn't. I went to a 7-Eleven. Like, I think I was kicking myself in the butt more than anything because I had to buy bottled water to rinse off the outside of my car. So now I kept those 2 big bottles of water, and now they're filled with like a mixture of like dish soap and bottled water or tap water. And now I'm just able to squirt the outside of my car with water if it ever happens again. And yeah. So those are like, I mean, I like driving at night because the things I hear from people are like the best stories in the world. You meet the most interesting people. It's one of the funnest things to do. I don't know. I really do like it. If you like this video, comment, subscribe with any questions you guys have. I'll answer them. I'll post another video next week with some more Uber stories from me. I hope you guys liked this one. I've honestly got a ton more stories. Some you really won't believe. Some of the best stories come from the men. So if you want to hear more from me, please subscribe. Thanks guys. Bye.